Calling the 1 o'clock joint agenda of Health, Human Services, and Agriculture and Environment Committee. Present with me is my co-chair, Senator Gabbard, and his member, Senator Rhodes. This meeting is being streamed live on YouTube. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this meeting due to technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business on Monday, February 2nd, 1 p.m. at room 225 right here. For those on Zoom, your audio will be muted and video disabled until shortly before it is your turn to testify. Each testifier will have 1 minute to testify. We have a huge agenda, not only for this one, we have also an HHS agenda after this. So please be mindful, and the 1 minute I am going, people who have been in front of me know I'm pretty strict with it. And that's because we want to be careful, we want to be courteous to the other people who are also here to testify. And we do this efficiently so that they can go on to the next hearing that they're going to testify to also. Okay, so I have read all of your written testimony. So like I said, those who have been in front of me before know to give me pages of written testimony, because that's where we will do it. Anyway, I will be reading a list of individuals who submitted written testimony for each measure. We apologize if the closed captioning for those on Zoom does not accurately transcribe the names. If you're interested in reviewing the written testimony, please go to the legislator's website. You will find a link on the status page for the measure. We appreciate your understanding and remind you that the committee does have your testimony, that I have reviewed them, and I encourage you to use your time to either add additional testimony or stand on your written testimony. So first up, SB 472 relating to cesspool. We have the Attorney General providing comments.
Good afternoon, chairs and members of the committee. My name is Joanna Ye. I'm with the Department of the Attorney General. We submitted testimony noting that there's a single subject issue with this bill, and we also provided recommendations on how to address this issue. Thank you, and I'm available for questions.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have Department of Taxation providing comments.
Afternoon, Piper, Department of Taxation. You'll stand on the written comments.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Gwen Yamamoto Lau in support of Hawaii Green Infrastructure Authority. Next, we have Kali Watson of DHHL in support, and also Gwen Yamamoto Lau is in support. Office of the Clerk Council Services Division for Kauai, Kauai County Council, and Addison Bulosan in support. Bernard Carvalho, also of Kauai County Council, in support. Tom Yamachika, Tax Foundation of Hawaii, providing comments. Next we have, I see Lindsay Garcia. Lindsay Garcia for Realtors providing comments.
Stand on spot.
Thank you. Next we have Hawaii Reef and Ocean Coalition. I see Ted Boland in support.
Yes, you do. Thank you, Chair Santa Ventura, Chair Gabbard. Ted Boland on behalf of the Hawaii Reef and Ocean Coalition. The reason I'm speaking as opposed to just resting on testimony is that this is a big bill with a big purpose. The cesspools in Hawaii are the biggest water pollution problem. We've got 83,000 of them. We need to get started on the upgrades. We can't wait until the end of like 2045 and then do 83,000. So we need to get started. The leading recommendation of the cesspool conversion working group was that they start upgrading priority 1 and priority 2 cesspools. And that still needs to be done. We gave a little extra time, but the recommendation here is that they start with priority 1 in 2030 by 2035 and priority 2 by 2040. Personally, I think the tax credit has not worked very well and is not necessary. And there's a grant in there for the Department of Health, which is overlapping with some other bills that I think we can work out by the end of the day here with the other bills we're going to hear. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. Available for questions.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have, I see why, Stuart Coleman in support.
Yes, I'll stand on my testimony. Thank you very much.
Okay, next we have Sina Pruder providing comments. We have Mark Baldonado in support, Jacqueline Ambrose in support, Kevin Facenda in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 472? Okay, one person, come on up. Somebody needs to come up. Identify yourself and,
Good afternoon,
Okay.
Chair, Vice Chairs, committee members. John Nagato, Department of Health. The department stands on its written testimony, providing comments.
yeah, providing comments, right? Okay, next up. Yes, please.
Okay, my name is, what is my name? Kimmer Nahonu Horse Big Horse. Greetings, chairs. Okay, so I agree with this bill. I support the SB 472 because our islands are way overpopulated, especially Oahu, of course. The human waste and fecal material pollutes our lands, freshwater, and oceans. The population must be regulated. I suggest or believe as well strongly that cannot maintain the capacity of 1.5 to 1.8 million gallons of human waste per year from locals, military, and tourists alike. So this is an urgent issue. I just want to add that I was boogie boarding in, what's that called, Bellows?
Yeah.
And there was lots of crap in the ocean, and we couldn't even enjoy the ocean that day because of the
Well, yeah,
waste.
yeah, thank you.
Mahalo.
Okay, anybody else?
Sorry. I would like to add that a Kanakamoli also include them in the oversight. Mahalo.
Thank you very much. Okay, next up. Come on up. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 472? Okay, questions, members? Seeing none, I have one of Ted Boland. Why don't you come on up? Your testimony is talking about starting, but in reality, we have started. This bill actually moves up the deadline.
Yes, we have started.
Okay.
There have been some conversions. We're doing a couple hundred a year. We need to do on average 3,000 a year. We're nowhere near that. That's what I mean by getting started, is we need
Okay,
to ramp
but
it
in
up.
fact, this actually moves up the deadline and it's not a start date because the start date has already started.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, anybody else on SB 472? If not, moving on, SB 501, relating to cesspools. First up, we have, excuse me, Department of Health providing comments.
Chairs, Vice Chairs, members of the committee, John Nagato, Department of Health. Department stands on its written testimony, providing comments. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Hawaii Reef and Ocean Coalition in support.
Ted Boland for Hawai'i Reef and Ocean Coalition. Well, chairs, thank you again. I'll be very brief. I used to be the Deputy Attorney General doing wastewater matters for the Department of Health for 15 years. So I'm very aware of the state revolving fund monies that come down from the federal government. And I'm concerned with this bill. While I appreciate the purpose of upgrading cesspools, and I think that's great, the SRF is also used for all wastewater purposes, including wastewater treatment plants and sewers. So the Department of Health needs to have some input here as to priorities, and to have the bill say, this is the only priority may be a problem.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's all we have for SB 675. Anybody else wishing to testify? Excuse me, 501. 501, sorry. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 501? Members, any questions? Okay, next up, SB 675 relating to cesspools again. First up, we have Department of Health providing comments. Stand on your written testimony? Thank you. Next, Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation Commission in support, Leah Laramie. Thank you very much. Next is Melody Aduha, Environmental Caucus of the Democratic Party of Hawaii in support. Hannah Lilly, Surfrider Foundation Hawaii Region in support. Stuart Coleman, I see him here. Why? In support. Stand and comment. Okay, testimony. Ted Boland, again, Hawaii Reef and Ocean Coalition in support.
Thank you, Chair. Chairs, just a concern that the money involved in this needs to be clarified with the Department of Health, and I think they can answer the questions better than I can. We need to have some money for the application grants, and then we also need some money for the cesspool section that's going to grow and do a much bigger thing in the future.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next we have, not Douglas Perrin in support, Jacqueline Ambrose in support, Sina Pruder in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 675? Seeing none, members, any questions?
Yeah, I have a question for DOH. Yeah, in terms of what language would DOH suggest to facilitate the grants review and the establishment of the separate cesspool conversion section?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Do you have any language that you would use to suggest to facilitate the grants review and the establishment of the separate cesspool conversion?
The section?
Yeah.
Oh, we have positions, and then we do have, yes, we have kind of the tasks and objectives and to make position descriptions for the 3 positions.
Do you have any idea what additional money is needed for the fiscal 26 for the cesspool conversion section?
I did
supervisor.
an estimation on the 3 positions. I can send that in. I
Okay.
just did that actually before I came, but I didn't have time to send it.
Yeah,
Okay,
We
thank
don't
you.
have that.
We'll do. I will send that in.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, SB 958, relating to cesspools again. Okay, this, first up, we have Department of Health providing comments. Department of Hawai'i and Homelands in support. Thank you. Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation Commission in support, Leah Laramie.
I'll stand on our testimony.
Okay, Y in support. Thank you. Hawaii Reef and Ocean Coalition in support.
Stand on written testimony, thank you.
Okay, and we have Douglas Perrin in support, Jacqueline Ambrose in support, Andy Kagemoto in support. Anybody wishing to testify on SB 958?
Senator, we'll stand on our testimony in support. If you haven't received our testimony, I'll
Nope.
have to send that to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you did.
Okay, thank you.
I see it. Lindsay Garcia. Sorry for bypassing you. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 958? Members, any questions?
Yeah, I have another question for DOH.
DOH,
I'm not picking on you, Brock, just,
you're here.
you're here, right? So can you clarify how much money is needed for reviewing the grant applications? And was mentioned the engineers 3 and 5 and the accountant 4.
Yes, so I was getting a little confused because this one is for the
Cesspool.
previous one was for the section, and then this one is for just the compliance program.
Yeah.
So same thing, we have identified what positions. I think in this comments, we put the 2 engineering positions and the 1 accountant position, which.
Oh, yeah.
So I can clarify with the SR numbers. And all
Okay.
that. I'll give you the amounts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, while you're here,
Yes.
I just want to make sure. Your comments are basically, you need 8 full-time positions, right? 2 engineers, 1 permanent accountant, I'm sorry, 3,
3, yes.
3.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's how I had it last night. Okay, members, any other questions? Okay, moving on. Next, we have SB 639, relating to underground storage tanks. Red Hill, first up, probably Red Hill. Department of Health,
Aloha.
providing comments.
Aloha chairs and members of the committee. Kathy Ho on behalf of the Department of Health. We apologize first for the lateness of our testimony. The Department of Health is submitting comments on this bill, specifically speaking clarification on the quantity and the quantitative standards for the process of cleanup. The request is based on is twofold. First, it is that the laboratory reporting limits on TETH methods is the smallest concentration that an analyte in a laboratory can reliably report. That number is not 0. And the second is that in addition to investigations of the sites, representative samples are collected as one cannot reasonably test every square inch of the substrate. So the scientific principles are used to evaluate the nature and extent of the contaminations and the potential risks of the receptors to the entire site based on the entire data collection. This would apply to sampling and data collection after remedial activities. If I may, in addition, Section C of your, Section C, the rebuttable presumption may not be necessary, as the rebuttable presumption seeks is only after it's been confirmed, there is a confirmed release. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. I'll be available for questions.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have Ernest Lau, Board of Water Supply and Support.
Yes, strong support. Yes.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Sierra Club of Hawaii and Support. Are you present, Wayne Chung Tanaka?
I'm here. Good afternoon, chairs, vice chairs, members of the committee. Wayne Tanaka with the Sierra Club of Hawaii. We are in strong support of this measure. I just want to emphasize this bill would provide the one binding legal standard for the remediation of jet fuel from underground storage tanks, including but not limited to the Red Hill fuel facility. I would also emphasize that the standards that this bill calls for would also be another safeguard against the reopening of this facility should the federal government, the Pentagon, decide to change its mind with regards to the closure order. And really, it's I hear the concerns from the Department of Health. I would emphasize that it is their job to interpret statutes, interpret the directives and the policies that the legislature establishes. And so I would encourage them to embrace that role, whether in this process or in the administrative implementation process. Happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Bronson Silva, Democratic Party of Hawaii in Support. And we have Purple Maia in Support, Jeanette Burdick, Environment Caucus of the Democratic Party of Hawaii in Support, Malama Makua, Lynette Cruz in Support, Nanea Lo in Support, HCN Warrington for the Kupuna for the Mo'opuna in Support, Susan Roberts Emmy of the Green Party of Hawaii in Support, Sherry Pollock, 350 Hawaii in Support, Jamie Simic, are you present on Zoom in support? Jamie?
Not present on Zoom, Chair.
Okay, next we have 50 other individuals in support, only one having registered, that's Kimmer. You're here, present. Would you like to come on up? Sure. Kimmer Nahonu, Horse and Big Horse in support.
Okay. Morning, senators and chairs. Okay, I support, my name is, Kimmer Nahonu, Horse and Big Horse. I support SB 639. Yeah, okay. Because all storage tanks must comply with Department of Health standards and inspections in congruence with the environmental protection agencies. We are all aware, at the minimum, the current Red Hill jet fuel storage tanks are currently contaminated insufficient constructively for proper use. They are located above 3 significant aquifer wells that have already been leaked into with jet fuel. Our current military personnel and local families have all been affected detrimentally. We risk the most essential source of life on Oahu and wealth, our fresh water supply. I ask that any and all jet fuel, fossil fuel, or oil, crude oil, fossil fuel oil, not be stored anywhere in bulk anywhere on Oahu or anywhere on the Hawaii Pai'aina. The west side of Oahu is in a severe drought and cannot afford another fuel leak, as has destroyed Iroquois Point's community water line.
Okay, we need you to wrap up.
Oh shoot, it's already been, okay. The line at Waikaya golf courses and football fields are also, just for recreational purpose, are a waste of, the grass and all that, watering that, and misusing fresh water sources is a waste, with 1.4 to 1.8 million. and non-essential developments on our Aina, Kai, Kane, and freshwater, allowing millions of people to bring their waste and pollution to these
Thank you
islands for
very much.
profit's sake. It is unsustainable and will lead to the islands being uninhabitable like Kaho'olawe.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mahalo nui, and have a great day.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, nobody else having registered to testify. Anybody else wishing to testify? Members, any questions? So I have a question of Ernie Lau. Could you come on up? Okay, you and Kathy Ho have been like in the forefront of all of this Red Hill cleanup. So this bill basically is just asking Department of Health to provide requirements, which to me means regulations, on the cleanup. And you heard Kathy Ho said it's basically impossible to determine the removal of all, because we have no ability to measure all. What is your response if we remove that phrase, removal of all, and change it to as much as practicable with the goal of removing all? This is the page 3.
Yeah, I thank you, Chair. I see that, and right now, the Department of Health has, I think it's called environmental action limits, and I defer to the Department of Health if they want to correct whatever I may misspeak, but they set targets for cleanup until it gets below those action levels.
Yeah.
For environmental cleanup. I think the challenge is, it is, what exactly do you test for? And the problem with Red Hill, it's been in operation for 80 years. We know it's stored a variety of fuels, some of the older fuels like bunker C, all the way to gasoline, aviation gas, diesel, jet fuel.
Yes.
But there are other things that are out there too that may have been used at Red Hill. The problem right now is the military is not forthcoming in identifying all that was stored there, whatever additives or other things that were also used in the fuels. I'm not sure, I don't think we're actually testing for all of those things. And that's the problem. So to limit all right now, all is pretty inclusive. So my suggestion is to kind of keep the all, because if we can get the Navy to become more forthcoming in sharing what was stored and released there, not only fuel, but also any kind of cleaning agents, solvents, and other things, then those could become targets for environmental cleanup too. So
Okay.
I know the dilemma with all, all is all,
Right,
but what is all? That's the challenge.
right.
And I think right now, rather than trying to limit that, let's endeavor to achieve, like you say,
Okay.
that goal of all.
With the goal of removal of all.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay, anybody else with questions? Okay, moving on. Next up, SB 664. We have, this is relating to DOH, duties, water quality testing, appropriations. First up, Department of Health in opposition.
Dennis Lopez, Department of Health, extend our testimony.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have, again, Ernie Lau in support.
Yes, it's strong support.
Okay, thank you much. That's Board of Water Supply. Next, we have Environmental Caucus of Democratic Party of Hawaii and support, Melody Nduha. Ilima de Costa, Red Hill CRI in support. Are you present, Ilima? Okay, come on up.
Mostly I wanted to thank the committee, the senators, the chairs for holding this hearing. Thank you very much for putting it on the record. And I wanted to thank the Department of Health for their their testimony. I understand that they're concerned about expanding their authority because the cost would be about $1.2 billion. But I don't know if there's any more important thing than water to our life and to our futures. So if we have anything to invest in, if we want to invest in the future of Hawaii, if we want to invest in our keiki or mo'opuna, the thing to invest in is water. So, we want to be able to test water quality on premises. And right now, a person like myself who's just a renter, I don't have the ability to do that. I would have to rely on the owners of my property, and they're probably less likely to want to do that. So if we can find the $1.2 billion, I think the Department of Health might change their mind. But definitely, we want to invest in our future. Mahalo. I
Thank
stand
you
in
very
strong
much.
support of SB 664. Mahalo.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Lynette Cruz, Malama Makua, and support Ted Boland. You're present, Hawaii Reef and Ocean Coalition, and support.
Thank you, Chairs. Ted Boland, Hawaii and Ocean Coalition. I do have some concerns about this bill. Because I used to represent the Department of Health, I know that they have a program I think it's in 340E of HRS that regulates drinking water. This is a whole new section in 342-1, so I think there needs to be some work on the bill to coordinate those two things, and also to coordinate with the department's other functions on drinking water, because just to say we're going to test all of these private homes is at least needs coordination, as well as a whole lot of funding. So those are my concerns. Thank you for letting me testify.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Clayton Kubo in support. Are you present, Clayton? Please proceed. Clayton, go on.
Yes, I'm present. Clayton Kubo, Waimea, Hawaii. This is very, very important because without clean drinking water, where are we going to be? We're going to be in hospitals, probably, nursing homes. This is so very important because basically is this. Again, if we do not have clean drinking water, where we going to be? And without water, we be dead. Mahalo. Aloha.
Yeah, thank you very much, Clayton. Okay, next we have Sherry Pollock in support, Patrice Choi in support, Kayleen Braun in support, Patricia Blair in support, Mai Hall in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 664? Members, any questions? Ernie Cruz, can you come on up? Cruz, I'm sorry. Board of Water Supply, sorry. Senior moment. So the big concern Department of Health has is not only the $1.2 billion cost, yeah? It is whether or not it's duplicative and goes into your authority as County of Honolulu's authority. And also it looks like EPA's authority, because they also test drinking water. What's your response to that?
So as a water utility that's regulated by the Department of Health and subject to the state's regulations and the Safe Drinking Water Act, the federal requirements, our focus of it has been primarily on making sure that the water system provides safe water to our customers. I think what's contemplated here is actually looking at testing inside of private property, which is the customer side of the water meter. So that's it's been kind of gradually moving in that direction, that the EPA wants us to start to do that. We do it for like lead and copper. We ask our customers to actually take the sample and give it to us, and we'll run the test. So this does open up greater responsibility, but as my testimony says, I am in strong support of this. I am going to reach out to the Department of Health to have a further discussion on the expansion of responsibility that falls both not only on the water utility but also on the department. But I think at the end of the day, maybe we should remember is we are trying to protect people's health. So for the average homeowner, it is difficult for them to determine if their water, because of components within the home, has created problems for the water. although the water provided up to the meter might meet all the requirements to be safe, deemed safe by the regulations. That's kind of where I wrestle with this too a little bit, but I am in support of this bill.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? And we have Senator Kino also present. And I don't know if I asked, so anybody else wishing to testify on SB 664? Okay, seeing none, moving on. SB 674. First, this is relating to the environment. First up, we have Department of Health in support. Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Climate Change Coordinator Leah Larmy of Climate Change Mitigation Adaptation Commission in support. Thank you very much. Lauren Zerbel, Hawaii Food and Industry Association, providing comments. Lauren.
Hi,
are
thank you.
present? Please proceed.
Hi. Thank you so much for the opportunity to testify. My name is Lauren Zerbel. I'm here on Hawaii Food Industry Association. We represent about 200 food and beverage supply chain companies. We submitted comments on this measure. We were requesting the addition of a consumer packaged goods manufacturer who does business in Hawaii, and also looking at the bill on page, we were wondering if you could remove, because it says here retailer, comma, including restaurant distributor, but a distributor is not necessarily a retailer. So I don't know if we could do separate line item for a retail member and a distributor member. That would probably be preferable. And then we also put in a request for exemption for over-the-counter medications due to different labeling requirements. But thank you very much for the opportunity to testify.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have John Richard, Flexible Packaging Association, providing comments. American Forest and Paper Association, Fraser Willman, providing comments. Ryan Toyomura, Consumer Technology Association, providing comments. Ryan, are you present on Zoom?
Not present on Zoom, Chair.
Oh, in person? Okay, please proceed.
Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity to testify. Ryan Toyomura, Shanghai Government Strategies on behalf of Consumer Technology Association. We're just providing comments here and also noting that the durable device manufacturers, have played a small role in the waste stream that's created, which this particular bill is in referencing to. But given that, it is important that we believe they should have a seat at the advisory council, we respectfully request an amendment to include a representative from a durable manufacturing association or manufacturer on the advisory council. So,
Okay, thank you very much.
all right, thank you.
Okay, next we have Ted Boland, Climate Protectors now, not Ocean Reef, of Hawaii, in support. Okay, thank you. Melody Oduha, Environmental Caucus of the Democratic Party of Hawaii, in support. American Cleaning Institute, in support. Edwin Bourbon, Mary Penn, in support. Edwin, are you present on Zoom? Please proceed.
Yes, I'm here. Apologies for the confusion. No position, just comments. Good afternoon, Chair Bonaventura, Chair Gabbard, members of the committee. My name is Edwin Bourbon on behalf of Ameripen. We represent the entire packaging supply chain, folks that make packaging components, brands that use those components, and some folks that recycle the components. We just want to stand on our comment and thank the committee for the work on this legislation. We would encourage additional amendments and potentially consider adopting a producer responsibility organization, but we appreciate that the definition of producer is going to be something that's going to be examined under the needs assessment. And we believe the advisory council is a good addition to the legislation. We really appreciate the work that's going on in the needs assessment process, and we really thank you. Mahalo.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Reuse Hawaii, Faith Chase, and support. This is 674. We had Edwin Brahman. Oh, Democratic Party of Hawaii, Bronson Silva, in support. Alex Trulove, Biodegradable Products Institute, in opposition. Alex Trulove, are you present?
Yes, I am. Hope you
Please
can hear me.
proceed.
Thanks. Good afternoon, Chair, members of the committee. I appreciate the opportunity. Speaking on behalf of the Biodegradable Products Institute, we're the foremost association for the circular bioeconomy. A lot of you have probably held a compostable product with our logo on it. We prefer not to oppose this bill. We do as it's currently written, but we support the intent of EPR. We supported a number of EPR needs assessment bills in other states. We can't support this one as it's written because it doesn't include enough support for composting alongside recycling and reuse as solutions. We know that not every product can be reusable or recyclable, and other geographies have recognized the necessity for compostable products that are designed to facilitate organic waste diversion. Think about food scrap collection bags, produce stickers, tea bags, parchment paper. So we just want to see all that included. We've submitted written comments. I think for Hawaii, composting by definition is a local solution and creates a local economy. So we hope our written comments will be considered so we can support this bill. Thanks for the time.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Douglas Perrin in support, Jacqueline Ambrose in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 674? Okay, Mr. Lau, come on up.
Aloha, Ernie Lau, Board of Water Supply. I just want to say that I didn't submit written comments on this or testimony. I actually support this conversation. This is an important conversation because, you know, the discussions of where to locate, at least for Oahu, to locate a future landfill or landfills, unfortunately presents itself over potentially our freshwater resources. So any way we can actually avoid having to build more landfills, which currently on Oahu, it looks like it's going to be over freshwater resources. We need to look at this in a broader sense that we have to be able to protect the water that we need to survive, ola ikabai. So I support the creation of an advisory council. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 674? Okay, come on up. Need to identify yourself again, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Aloha, senators and chairs. My name is Kimmer Nahonu Horson Big Horse.
Yes.
Okay, I just add, it's a very serious issue that it's very telling that we're just overpopulated here, which is why I support Kanakamole here, the Hawaiian Kingdom, right? We're belligerently military occupied, that the military just not be here and depopulate that way, and less human waste, less paper waste, less all kinds of waste, just not ordnance waste, bombs, all kinds of stuff. Fuel tanks, I'll just be taken care of. That's just a suggestion, but yep. Mahalo. Oh, please listen to the Kanakamole and Hawaiian Kingdom for guidance too. Mahalo.
Thank you very much. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 674? Seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, seeing none, moving on. SB 1067, relating to deposit beverage container recycling. First up, we have Department of Health. Okay, thank you. Next, we have Deputy Attorney General providing comments.
Good afternoon, chairs and members of the committees. My name's Lyle Leonard. I'm with the Attorney General's office. The department has identified an issue. The bill provides for a grant but doesn't establish standards, so that may be a constitutional issue. The written testimony provides some suggested amendments to help address this issue, and I'm available for questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Jacqueline Ambrose in support, Lauren Zerbel, Hawaii Food Industry Association in opposition. Lauren, are you present?
Hi, thank you so much, Chair, for the opportunity to testify. HFA is in opposition to this measure. While we are committed to promoting effective recycling practices, we respectfully oppose the section of this bill that seeks to remove exemptions for certain retailers to operate as redemption centers. This bill would require retailers to hire additional staff when we're already short-staffed, train them in waste management, apply for a permit with DOH, and submit bi-monthly invoices for recycling reimbursement from DOH. Retailers have enough challenges operating in Hawaii. We do not need to increase cost of food by adding even more regulatory costs to the operating budget of a grocery store. Food already costs 57% more than the mainland due to unfavorable business conditions, and 1 in 3 Hawaii residents struggles with food insecurity. There are multiple concerns with in-store redemption services, including space constraints, sanitary issues, staffing requirements, reimbursement delays, consumer traffic and inconvenience, and administrative complexity. We offered some proposed amendments if the committee wishes to move this forward, and we're available for questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Allison Riggs, Public Policy in Opposition. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1067? Okay, you got 1 minute.
Yes, yes, Chair, Tom Yamachika from Tax Foundation of Hawaii.
Okay, Tax Foundation, Tom Yamachika, please proceed.
Thank you, Chair. We just wanted to point out that we have been tracking the balance in the deposit beverage special fund over the years, and we published our findings just on Monday of this week, and we see that from 2013 through 2021, which is the last year for which we have data, the fund has amassed more than $50 million, and we would definitely like the money to be used if this is necessary at all. We want the money to be used somehow, as opposed to just sitting around. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1067? Okay, Melody, you got 1 minute.
Aloha, Angela Melody Young, Roar Cares in strong support. So it looks like this is about the chapter relating to the High 5 cents program for redeeming cans and bottles. So in the state of Hawaii, the chapter 342G-102 outlines the qualifications for implementation of such program. And then the administrative rule further defines the specificity of distribution, dealers to work with. And so I am really in strong support of creating the pilot program for the reverse vending machine, because I think it can really expedite the recycling process, because we all care about pollution. And also this repeals certain exemptions. So for example, no longer inclusive of those who can demonstrate physical or financial hardship is no longer
Okay, your time is
included
up.
in
Sorry,
the
Melody.
beverage dealer
You know
redemption
how-
centers. Yeah.
How it is in my committee. Thank you.
But it does help with redemption rate.
Yes, we
Yeah.
understand.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you, Chair. Anybody else on SB 1067? Members, any questions? Seeing none, moving on. SB, last one for the joint calendar, SB 946, relating to wastewater management. First up, Department of Health comments. Thank you. Richard Bisson, Mayor, County of Maui, in support. Anybody else on SB 946? Members, any questions? I want to ask questions. Okay, moving on. Can we have enough for quorum here? Can we go on to decision making?
Yes.
Okay, so for SB 972, moving. 472. Dyslexic, thank you. For SB 472, first, okay, this is gonna affect my district strongly, moving up the deadline, so, got poor people in my district, they can't afford it, so I'm gonna defer this indefinitely until we get the conversion monies in. Okay, sorry, moving on, second one, I see the need for it, but not on the backs of my people. SB 501, relating to cesspools. We're gonna pass this with a defective date. I understand that there may be other uses for the Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, but hopefully, like I said, if we could get monies to people to convert, hopefully we could increase the conversion. So any comments, questions, concerns, pass with a defective date, pass with amendments. Chair votes aye.
Okay, thank you very much. Senate Bill 501, recommendation of the chair is to pass with amendments. Chair and Vice Chair vote aye. Senator Hashimoto. Aye. Senator Kalole is excused. Senator Favela is excused. Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Same recommendation for AEN. Chair votes aye.
Chair's recommendation on SB 501 is passed with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes yes. Vice Chair is excused. Senator DeCoit.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, members.
Okay, thank you very much. So for SB 675, Chair is gonna, did we just do that one?
No.
Oh, SB, okay, thank you. SB 675, Chair's recommendation is to pass with amendments. We note that the appropriation is already blank. We're gonna ask Department of Health to give us amounts to put in the committee report. So we're gonna pass it with an effective date. Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote. Chair
Yes.
votes aye.
Okay, thank you very much, Chair. Senate Bill 675, recommendation is to pass with amendments. Noting the excused absences of Senators Keokalole and Favela. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Okay, so.
Same recommendation for AEN. Any discussion? Chair votes aye. Senator Rhodes?
Chair's recommendation on SB 675 is to pass with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes yes. Vice Chair is excused. Senator DeCoit.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, members.
Thank you. Okay, I have a new staff, so I'm gonna inform them. When I say defer indefinitely, I don't need to put in a date, time, and place. Okay, only when I defer to a date certain. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I'm being reminded to give a date, time, and place, so. Okay, for SB 958 relating to cesspools, Chair is gonna recommend that we pass this with amendments. We're gonna pass this with a defective date, add in a paragraph on requested by the Department of Health for 3 full-time employees. And in the committee report, we're gonna note the $5 million requested and the types of full-time employees that the Department of Health requests, which is the 2 permanent engineer, 3 positions, and one permanent accountant 4. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, thank you very much. Senate Bill 958, recommendation is to pass with amendments. 3 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Same recommendation for AEN. Any discussion? Chair votes aye.
Chair's recommendation on SB 958 is to pass with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes yes. Vice Chair Richards is excused. Senator DeCoit.
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, members.
Okay, for SB 639, I know I said I was gonna defer decision-making to Monday, but I believe with the testimony, we can proceed with the with the decision. And that is, we are going to pass with amendments. We are going to amend the requirement to be as soon as practicable instead of removal of all, in reference to the removal of all jet fuel additives, etc. And add in with the goal of complete removal of jet fuel additives and whatever else is stated in SB 639. And to continue the discussion, we are going to add in a defective date. Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, voting on Senate Bill 639, recommendation of the chair is to pass with amendments. 3 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Same recommendation for this bill. Any discussion? Chair votes aye.
Chair's recommendation on SB 639 is to pass with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes yes. Senator Richards is excused. Senator DeCoite?
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendations adopted.
Thank you, members.
Okay, for SB 664, Chair's recommendation is because of the interplay of county and possible EPA. This needs more work. So we're gonna defer this indefinitely and hope that the Department of Health will work with Board of Water Supply and the EPA to see what kind of authority needs to be, I guess, deferred out and what is within and what the gaps are so that we can continue this discussion hopefully next session. So defer indefinitely. Next up, SB 674. Chair's recommendation in this is to pass with amendments. We are going to add in a food industry member into the task force referred to, or working group referred to in the bill. We're gonna add in a defective date. We're gonna note in the committee report that the Department of Health request of $1 million may be contracted out. And other than that, that's it. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, Senate Bill 674, recommendation of the chair is to pass with amendments. 3 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Same recommendation for AEN. Any discussion? Chair votes aye.
Chair's recommendation on SB 674 is to pass with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes aye. Vice Chair Richards is excused. Senator DeCoite?
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendations adopted.
Thank you, members.
So for SB 1067, Chair's recommendation of this is to pass with the Attorney General and Department of Health proposed amendments and add in a defective date. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, voting on Senate Bill 1067, recommendation is to pass with amendments. 3 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Same recommendation for AEN. Any discussion? Chair votes aye.
Chair's recommendation on SB 1067 is to pass with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes yes. Senator Richards is excused. Senator DeCoite?
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendations adopted.
Okay, for SB 946, Chair's recommendation on that is to pass with Department of Health's proposed amendment to remove the word and inserting the word or and adding a defective date. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Senate Bill 946, recommendation of the chair is to pass with amendments. 3 members are present. Any reservations? Excuse me. Okay, let's take this by way of roll call. Chair votes aye. Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Hashimoto? Aye. Senator Keokalole?
Aye.
Senator Favela is excused. Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Same recommendation for AEN. Any discussion? Chair votes aye.
Chair's recommendation on SB 946 is passed with amendments. Chair Gabbard votes yes. Vice Chair Richards is excused. Senator DeCoite?
Aye.
I'll vote yes. And Senator Waugh is excused. Recommendations adopted.
Thank you, members.
Okay, thank you. The joint hearing for AEN HHS is adjourned. Calling the 134 calendar of the Health and Human Services.
All right.
Shh. First up, SB 1242 relating to nurses. We have Department of Health in support. Okay. Lori Wong, University of Hawaii System, Manoa, in providing comments. Next, we have Sharon Ellers, Assistant Professor of Nursing, Kauai Community College, providing comments. Laura Reichart, Hawaii State Center for Nursing, providing comments. Laura, present?
Present. Please send them a written.
Thank you very much. BJ Bartleson, in support Nadia Oyama, providing comments. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1242? Members, any questions? Moving on, SB 1243, relating to foreign medical graduates. First up, we have Hawaii Medical Board providing comments. Thank you. Michael Robinson, Hawaii Pacific Health, providing comments. Next, we have Victor Ramos. In opposition, Michael Zimmer, World Education Services, in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1243? Seeing none, members, any questions? Seeing none, moving on. What's the matter? Okay, never mind. I thought it was for me. Okay, next up, we have SB 1245, relating to pharmacists. First up, DCCA, providing comments. Thank you. Next up, we have Office of the Auditor providing comments. No? Okay. University of Hawaii System Hilo in support. Queens Health.
We stand on our written testimony and will be available to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Excuse me. My staff just handed me a whole bunch of late testimony, just want to make sure. We're going to move on. Next, we have Queens Health Systems providing comments. John Kuramitsu, Kaiser Permanente, are you present providing comments on Zoom?
Yes, good afternoon, Chair, Vice Chair, and committee members. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. John Kuramitsu, Counsel for Kaiser Permanente. We'll stand on our written testimony requesting an amendment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Don Cariso, HMSA, providing comments. Thank you. Next, we have Rachel Wilkinson, Public Policy, Hawaii Association of Health Plans, providing comments.
Thank you, Chair. We'll stand on our written testimony offer comments.
Thank you. Hawaii Primary Care Association in support. We have Michael Robinson, Hawaii Pacific Health in support. American Pharmacists Association in support. American Society of Health System Pharmacists in support. KTA in support. Grassroots Institute of Hawaii in support. Hawaii Pharmacists Association, Corey Sanders. Please proceed.
Aloha, Chair, Vice Chair, members of the committee. Corey Sanders, Director of the Hawaii Pharmacists Association. I looked through the testimonies this morning. I noted a couple of comments and amendment recommendations for differences with network providers. We're happy to work with the payers should this bill move forward on really finalizing that verbiage. Also wanted to take a moment to thank a lot of people in this room that participated in the audit since this bill was last introduced in 2023. And also note that we spoke with the Department of Health. We know that they have concerns about FQHCs being included in this bill. I've got a meeting with them next week where we can showcase how this is working in some other states. So I'll present that to them and to the payers as needed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next up we have Nicole Miyazaki in support. Alisa Pang, Times Pharmacy in support. Tiffany Yajima, Walgreens in support.
Hello, Chair. We stand on our written testimony in support with amendments.
Thank you. Kimberly Mikami, Molokai Drugs Inc. in support.
Hi. I originally was going to be by Zoom, but I was able to get a flight out.
Amazing. Thank you for coming.
So Senator
Identify yourself.
Kimberly Mikami Svetten, President of Molokai Drugs. And I stand by my written, late testimony. But one of the things I wanted to add was our pharmacy, which services 7,000 people on Molokai. We've been on the island since 1935, so we are celebrating our 90th anniversary this year. It's been a very long stay on island. One of the things I wanted to add and emphasize that is not necessarily in my testimony is the challenges we have garnered because of the cancellations and lack of airlines to Molokai. So this week, this is how bad healthcare is on island. My own doctor, she just let me know a week ago that she was retiring today. And so we, ever since our two doctors, main doctors, Dr. William Thomas. Yes, and oh gosh, okay. But we just want to emphasize that just this week, we've had several doctors' flights canceled. So the pharmacy is now garnering more and more requests for medical care than ever before.
Thank you very much. And we feel for Molokai with all of you.
I
right
do
now.
too.
Thank you so much for being able to come here. Okay, next up, we have East Hawaii Big Island Docks, Nicole Evans in support, Sarah Simmons, Democratic Party of Hawai'i in support, Megan Arbles, KTA Pharmacy in support, Tamlin Masuda in support, Faith Hicks in support, Doris Matsunaga, Indivisible Hawaii in support. Doris, are you present? Nobody on Zoom?
She's present on Zoom, Chair.
She's not. Okay, moving on. Kerry Okamura in support, Jody Matsumoto in support, Brent Nakamura in support, Ronald Taniguchi in support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Excuse me, Chair. We have Doris on Zoom.
Okay, 17 people in support. Okay, Doris, please proceed. You have 1 minute.
Aloha, Chair and Senators. Please, that testimony that was submitted was really meant to be for 1246. So please just pass it on over to the next bill. Thank you very much. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Beloi Akwakoku of National Community Pharmacists Association in support. And we have late testimony from HMSA providing comments. Molokai, we have your written testimony. It's all good in support. And we have in support also Big Island Docks. And we have Nakamura Brent in support. We have Christine Chan in support. National Community Pharmacists Association also in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1245?
Good afternoon, Chair.
Yes, please proceed. Identify yourself.
Yes, hi, I'm an executive officer with the PVL, Christopher Fernandez. I'm covering for Eos Kazuski to stand on the board's testimony supporting the bill. This measure will aid in the development of access to quality care across the state, most importantly in underserved rural areas of Hawaii. It will only mandate reimbursements of pharmacists practicing within their scope. And lastly, the board acknowledges the requirements outlined in Hawaii Revised Statutes 2351, which require a social and financial audit, but would like to highlight that advanced practice nurses were added as a sole provider, the Act 169 of 2009 without such an audit. Thank you for the opportunity and apologize for the late testimony.
Okay. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1245, pharmacists? Okay, seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, seeing none, moving on. SB 1246. First up, we have Department of Health providing comments.
The department will stand on its comments, asking for a critical and civil amendments.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Council Member Kagiwara in support, AAUW in support, Indivisible Hawaii in support, Dr. or LMMS Margaret Reagan, Hawaii affiliate of American College of Nurse Midwives in support, Hawaii Children Action Network speaks in support, Hawaii American College of Obstetrics and Gynecologists in support. Dr. Soon, are you present? Nobody on Zoom?
She's present on Zoom, Chair.
Okay.
Hi, yes, I'm on. I can't start my video.
Please proceed.
Okay, sorry, I can't start my video.
That's okay,
Oh,
just
I
talk.
got it. I got it. Thank
Okay.
you so much, Chair and committee members. I'm representing not only ACOG, but myself. I'm a double board certified full scope OBGYN, subspecializing in contraception and abortion care. In this current political climate, we are facing some unprecedented threats to this basic healthcare, abortion care. And in the US and in Hawaii, 65 to to 70% of abortions are medication abortions. We've already seen attempts to restrict and even stop access to mifepristone in recent years, attempts that went all the way to the Supreme Court, the US Supreme Court last year. And I don't know if any of you folks are, anyway, ACOG Hawaii supports any actions that protects access to this necessary healthcare, and we ask that you support and pass SB 1246. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Sim. Okay, next we have, again, Youngie Overly in support. We have Doris Siegel Matsunaga. Are you present? No? Okay.
I am Chair. I'm present.
Doris, yes, please
Yes,
proceed.
hi. Sure, thank you. I'm zooming in from Waimea on Hawaii Island, and I'm representing the Indivisible Hawaii Healthcare Team. And Indivisible Hawaii is a grassroots organization with 10 groups across 4 islands, represented over 1,000 pro-democracy citizens. And we just urge you strongly to support this bill and establish a medication abortion stockpile in Hawaii. And we would, in order to basically protect us from all the pilikia in Washington. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have 25 other individuals in support, and we have a number of people in opposition. We have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and around 28 people in opposition. James Wallace, are you present? Yes, I'm present. Okay, come on up. You have a minute. Well, it's same thing
lucky
with
me,
the
huh?
Molokai.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, thank you.
Please proceed. Identify yourself.
I'm James Wallace. Thank you for being here, giving me the opportunity. So I oppose Bill SB 1246. Once again, that bill won't improve Hawaii. People are suffering, and through taxes, cost of living, homelessness, just a few other taxpayer money to buy a kill pill. Would that solve our problem? You know, it won't solve our problem. Locals on this island are leaving by the thousands. So the abortion pill will eliminate Hawaii's future, right? Our keikis, who's gonna pay for the $1 billion rail that nobody's riding? That's our future is gonna pay for it, right? Our future, we're getting rid of our future. So I oppose that bill, any bill that plans to depopulate the human race. I'll always be the voice for the voiceless and stand up for the future of our keikis that's always being attacked. I mean, we have to improve, we have to have bills that's gonna improve Hawaii, and that bill is just trash, just trash it. Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming from Waianae. Okay, we have American College of Nurse Midwives in support. HCAN Speaks in support, providing late testimony. Indivisible Hawaii in support. Radek Amin in support. Lynn Zaidi, these are all late testimony in support. William Smith in opposition. Stephanie Ziadi in opposition. Paula Yamashiro in opposition. Lisa Shorba in opposition. And Alfred Hagan in opposition. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1246? Seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, moving on. SB 1121, relating to State Breast Milk Bank. First up, Luis Salavera, Department of Budget and Finance, providing comments. No. Department of Health in support. Okay, thank you very much. Kauai County Committee on the Status of Women in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1211? Seeing none, moving on. SB 1202, relating to campaign finance. Okay, first up, we have Hawaii Family Caregiver Coalition in support. Louis Dugan Boat Mama Foundation in support. AUW in support. Debbie Shimizu in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1202? Nobody on Zoom? Okay, moving on. SB 12, let me make sure, 1202.
Yes, sir. Go to.
Okay, thank you. Next is SB 1230. First up, we have DLNR in support.
Jason with DLNR in support, stand by our testimony.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Hawaii Department of Agriculture providing comments.
Isaac Lea, Department of Agriculture, stand by written testimony.
Thank you. Councilwoman Yukile Sugimura in support. Maui Chamber of Commerce in support. Maui Wild Game Management to Feed the Hungry in support. Hawaii Farm Bureau in support. Hawaii Food Bank in support. Hawaii Food Industry Association of Hawaii. Lauren Zerbo, are you present on Zoom? Lauren? No.
Not present on Zoom, Chair.
Jackie Keith, Maui Adaptation Project. Are you Jackie? Okay, present on Zoom? Jackie?
Also not present on Zoom, Chair.
Okay, next, Hawaii Cattlemen's Council. Nicole Galassi, are you present, Nicole?
Yes, thank you, Chair, Vice Chair, members of the committee. Nicole Galassi on behalf of the Hawaii Cattlemen's Council. We stand on our testimony in support. Mahalo.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Maui Food Bank in support, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 other individuals in support. Hawaii Farm Bureau providing late testimony in support. Maui Chamber of Commerce in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1230 relating to meat donation? Seeing none, members, any questions? Seeing none, moving on. SB 1070 relating to health preceptors. 1070. Excuse me. Okay. First up, we have Department of Health in support.
We'll stand on our testimony in support, Chair. Thank you.
Okay, Department of Taxation providing comments.
Yes, thanks, Chair Garrison. With bill tax, we stand on our written comments.
Okay, Tax Foundation providing comments. Tamya Machika. Are you on Zoom?
He's present on Zoom, Chair.
Okay, please proceed. Tom, unmute yourself. Tom? Okay, we're gonna move on. Yell out, Tom, when you finally unmute yourself. Corey Sanders, Hawaii Pharmacists Association in support. Hawaii Medical Association in support. Elizabeth Ignacio. Jim Mikulanek, Queens Health Systems in support. Hawaii Pacific Health in support. Michael Robinson, Kaiser Permanente. I see John Ching here in support. Okay, thank you. Catherine Gardner-Bugard in support. Kelly Whitty, University of Hawaii System. Are you on Zoom, Kelly?
I am on Zoom, and good afternoon, and I'll stand on my testimony, or UH's testimony, rather.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Eric Abe, Hawaii Primary Care Association in support. Hawaii State Center for Nursing in support. Hawaii Academy of... Yeah, I see you, Laura, but, okay, thank you. Hawaii Academy of PAs in support. I apologize. Rainer Denise Bautista, MD, Philippine Medical Association of Hawaii in support. Paige Choi, Healthcare Association of Hawaii in support. Hawaii Association of Professional Nurses in support. Jerry Creekmore, are you present on Zoom, Jeremy?
Not present on Zoom, Chair.
Okay, Pacific Vascular, Armor L. Zorgani in support. Margaret Reagan of Hawaii Affiliate of American College of Nurse Midwives in support. Charlene Rowley for providing comments. I see somebody on Zoom. Could you please identify yourself? Hello?
Is that me? Kelly
yes.
Whitty? No, already
Kelly
did.
Whitty. Right. I think I passed you by, but please proceed.
No, you did good.
Okay, SB 1070, please. Go ahead. Oh, we lost you.
No, I stood on testimony from UH, and Laura and I.
Laura of Center for Nursing.
Yes, so she and I administer the program, so we're just here to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Okay. Okay, next, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 other people in support. Anybody else wishing to testify on preceptors, SB 1070? Seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, I do. Department of Health, Lauren. Well, and Department of Taxation, can you come on up too? Sure. Okay, so, and I see Laura here, possibly, okay, in case you can answer. My understanding of the preceptor credit is we have put aside some monies for the credit, but even though it has been successful in getting more preceptors, we haven't maximized the use. Is that correct?
That's my understanding, right? There's a $150 million credit cap,
Yes.
and I don't know that we've ever hit.
How close are we?
I don't have numbers from this year yet. They're working on them. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, will you be able to have it before the next committee?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question to both Laura and Lauren, you guys have similar names, okay, is how much, if we expand it, will you folks be able to project whether or not you can use up? Okay, Laura, what do you think?
So the report for 2024 was actually delivered today, so we can give those numbers. We can give them to you as well.
How much of the cap have we used?
I believe we gave 673 tax credits this year, which is $670,000.
Oh,
so about half,
substantially.
yeah. When we did the analysis to add in the additional professions, because they're relatively small programs, there would be room for APRNs, APRNs, physicians and pharmacists to grow, as well as cover the full amount that we would expect to provide to social work PAs and registered dietitians, because they're all three relatively small programs.
You don't think you will reach the 100?
I don't think we will exceed $1.5 million. I think when I did the analysis, I think we got closer to 1.2.
Okay.
Yeah, so we won't be denying people by our estimates.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, any other questions? Seeing none.
Excuse me, Chair. We have Tom Yamachika on Zoom.
Thank you. So Tom, please proceed. You're going to testify, and hopefully you heard the discussion. Did you hear the discussion, Tom, that we're not going to get close to the 1.5 mil?
No, I didn't hear the discussion because I got called away at the last second, but I just had technical comments on the legislation anyway.
Get close to your mic, Tom. Please proceed with your testimony.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Tom Yamachika from Tax Foundation of Hawaii. We just had technical comments, and we have no specific suggestions for changes to the legislation as written.
Okay, thank you very much. Anybody else wishing to testify on SB 1070? Seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, we're going to do a super short recess for decision-making recess. Recalling the Health and Human Services 134 calendar, and this is for decision-making for SB 1242. Chair's recommendation at this time is to defer. Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none. Okay, next up, for SB 1243, I believe that there is going to be some more conversations on this, but there doesn't seem to be any opposition because of the need for physicians. So Chair's recommendation at this time is to pass as is, but with a defective date, so with amendments. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, SB 1243 for the vote.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Senate Bill 1243, recommendation is to pass with amendments. Chair votes aye, Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Hashimoto.
Aye.
Senator Keokulole.
Aye.
Senator Favela is excused. Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. So for SB 1245, Chair is mindful of the sunrise analysis that occurred in report number 23-12. And as such, we are ready to proceed to pass this with amendments. We are going to add technical amendments as recommended by SMA. We're also going to accept Kaiser's proposed amendments, and we're going to add a defect date just in case there's going to be any more amendments. But I believe with the sunrise analysis, we're ready to proceed. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Yes, Senate Bill 1245, recommendation of the chairs to pass with amendments. All members are present except for Senator Favela, who's excused. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Thank you very much. So for SB 1246, Chair's recommendation is to pass this with a defective date. If we note the blank appropriation, we're going to note on the committee report of the request of $75,000 into that blank appropriation. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, Senate Bill 1246, recommendation of the chairs to pass with amendments. 4 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Okay, for SB 1202, we've been seeing this bill so often. Chair's recommendation is to pass this as is. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, 1211, I heard 1211. Sorry, gonna move back to 1211. Chair's recommendation is to defer that. There's no support. Sorry. Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none? Okay, so next up is SB 1202. That one is to pass as is. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, Senate Bill 1202, recommendation of the chairs to pass unamended. 4 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. SB 1230, a lot of lively discussion regarding meat donation from hunters. So Chair's recommendation is to pass only with tech amendments. And yeah, I'm not even gonna defect date it. Okay, any comments, questions, or concerns? We're talking to someone with a lot of hunters. Pass with tech amendments. Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Voting on Senate Bill 1230, recommendation of the chairs to pass with amendments. 4 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Okay, for SB 1070, we need preceptors. We need a lot of everything in the medical profession. So, Chair's recommendation is to pass this only with tech amendments. Like I said, we're not even gonna defect date this, because the need is there. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Okay, Senate Bill 1070, recommendation of the chairs to pass with amendments. 4 members are present. Any reservations? Any noes? Recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, and with that, we are adjourned. Thank you.